Hey you guys, welcome back to the channel. Today is another video. I hope that you guys have been able to watch all of the other videos in the past, and it's just been a lot. And so today I just want to talk to you guys about what I'm doing today about the cooking with Taquilla video. So I just came on so that I could be able to drop that video on time this week, because I have definitely been trying to stay on task. And today I don't have on much of makeup because it just didn't feel like it, and so I will show you guys on the next video what I've been trying as far as concealers go. And I also need to go and pick out a different type of concealer so that I can be able to match the bottom half of my face. I don't have much coverage, I understand that, but I have enough coverage because I need to be able to be focused and ready for the day. Now I do want to speak on something that I just really am overwhelmed about, and it's not necessarily the school lessons with the virtual school. It's just more of like everyday kid thing, and I'm just like so exhausted with it sometimes. And I don't know if anybody else goes through it, but I'm pretty sure you do. And if you have girls, you would understand about them. Some girls just don't want to have their hair combed, but my daughter, she just doesn't want to have her hair combed. She doesn't want it cut. She doesn't want anything, and it just stresses me out. Like, this weekend was a 3-day weekend, and it was a hair weekend for us. And so with Taylor, I just went on and did his hair, and I'll show you guys in just a second. I did his hair, but I wanted him to have something simple. I was going to do like 3 braids, which I've done before, 3 twists with a little rubber band, but I'm trying to eliminate the rubber bands. And in the process, I ended up using this new product, and I'll show you guys at a different time. I think I have, no, I don't know if I have it on this table, but I can show you guys one of them right now. But I would prefer to show you guys later on the product that I had used, and maybe I should show you guys now so that when you guys see his hair, you'll see what his hair reverted to. But I didn't show you guys what his hair looked like at the beginning. So basically it is, I tried the what's it called? Okay, I don't have it with me down here. It's upstairs, but it is the Cream of Nature detox conditioner, a detoxing mask. And it says it has, like, I think charcoal and greens and whatnot in it, and I'll show you guys on the next video. But it was really cool because it detoxed the mess out of these kids' hair, and their hair was super clean. Like, it was so clean that I was like, yes. And so instead of using a clarifying shampoo, I feel like this mask will work, because you know how shampoo can be very drying on curly hair. And so instead of using like 2 shampoos or 1 shampoo or whatever it is, you know, like 2 shampoos or in a clarifying shampoo or whatever in order to get it clean, I saw that I could just use 1 shampoo and then the detox mask, and he was good to go. And he had all kinds of little stuff, length and all that stuff just sitting in his hair where the rubber bands were. And so yeah, and so I put that in, and then I also put in it was the Carol's Daughter almond something nourishing mask or deep conditioner, and between the 2 of those, his hair smells really good and it looks very, very, very moisturized. And right now he just has an afro, so it's very clean and it smells really good. It did dry out really fast, but putting oils on his hair is a little difficult, and that's why I want to show you guys my method of oiling his scalp as well as Tyler's scalp. And I don't know, I want to show it, but I don't, because I do have insecurities about it. Because like, I do want to say that their hair is growing, but I also do want to say that we could use a little extra something. But I do want to show you guys what I've been using in order to be able to kind of go from there. And I think that we've been using some pretty good products. I'm just using some different stuff right now because they need more nutrients in their hair, and it's just basically to maintain. Basically that's what we're doing, we're maintaining it. And so like I had said, my daughter, she had gotten a relaxer last year and it didn't go over so well, and I don't want to do another relaxer, but I do want to transition her into locks, which I'm trying, but her hair has not grown enough for me to do that because I need to first cut off the relaxed ends, but I also don't want to leave her hair so short that it's just not manageable or doable, and her hair is very, very, very kinky for a C, so it's hard for me to be able to even put it in the afro, y'all. It's just very, if you know the kind of hair that I'm talking about, it's just mass and it's patted down, but then at the same time it doesn't stay fluffy, and every time she sleeps it just kind of like molds into whatever position that she's in, and it's hard to even manage the afro, so it's difficult. And so the locks did work for her, or I used to put the kinky twist in her hair and her hair looked really good. I did struggle with trying to maintain her protein moisture balance because her hair would dry out so quickly, but I do want to revisit that because I do have some things in mind where I want to continue that process. And so right now I'm going to show you guys what we had for dinner, and this video isn't in reverse and I have to hurry up because I'm losing time because I want to keep the video short and simple. And so today it's, I'm gonna put it right here, greens, rice, and baked chicken. And so we have some chicken thighs, and I had done that, and so this video is in reverse, but I'll show you guys how I make it following this. So let's go ahead and show you what Taylor's hair is looking like. And so you guys, this is what he's looking like. Say hello. But his hair is super clean, y'all, and it was super defined yesterday, but now it's just like super dry. I'm not gonna do anything to it. I'm gonna let it go, and then on our next wash, because he's just be free because we have homeschool, so it doesn't matter. But on the next wash I will go ahead and give him some twists and get it going. And so my little 4C baby, we struggled this morning with this, but this is the best that I could do given her hair is really, really short. And so that is all. And so right here I'll go ahead and show you guys what I cooked for dinner, and I'll put that rim in here. Okay, so right now we got some pork neck bones. They're in the pressure cooker and they're cooking on the meat setting, and it's steaming. I wouldn't know why, but we just want to cook them down a little bit because they were raw. And today we're going to use pork neck bones if you don't have to. I think there's beef neck bones, or you can just use the sausage, which I am getting ready to put in there anyway. And we also have some greens. This is a trio of greens that I bought from HEB. So basically they're soaking in the pot with a little bit of vinegar and water, and I'm just gonna wash them. So this is mustard greens, collard greens, and what's that last one? It's called mustard, collard, and I can't forget. I cannot remember what the other one is, but I have the bag right here, so let me go find it. Let me go ahead and grab it. Yo, I don't buy turnip greens that often, but it's mustard, collard, and turnip. But I'm not a big fan of turnip greens, but I mean, it's all mixed together, so we'll just go ahead and go with that. And so once this soaks and the meat is cooked, I'm going to throw it in there a little at a time and add some vegetables to it, and you guys will see that in a minute. And so yeah. Okay, you guys, so I finished cleaning the greens. I'll show you guys that in a minute. So I finished cleaning my chicken. The only thing I did was took off the excessive amount of fat because there's a lot of chunky fat stuff on it. It just looks like these pieces, but you can kind of see them floating around. And if you don't know, but if you cleaned chicken thighs before, you know what I'm talking about. But I'm gonna zoom in, and you see that little piece right here. This is what they look like, and there's just a lot of it. So I try to take as much of that as possible off, and to get a little less fat on it, but still keep some fat. So I'm just gonna add some salt. So this is fine sea salt. I'm just gonna add some salt to the water to clean it a little bit. And I'm also gonna add some lemon juice to the water so that I can just have that soak and cleanse for just a little bit. Just because I don't like the taste of the chicken when you don't do that. And so I'm just gonna let that sit. I'm gonna shake the bowl a little bit to kind of have that kind of get around in that water, basically. So I'm gonna let that sit for a little bit, and I'm gonna let that sit for a little bit, and then I will start my greens. And so here are my greens already washed. I basically just wash them off and I put them in a strainer, but I'm not gonna start with this one. I'm gonna start with the bowl that's over here. Excuse my kitchen, y'all. This is the end of a virtual school day, so I'm trying to cook dinner and all that good stuff at the same time. So I'm just gonna take this off of my pressure cooker and I'll show you guys what's in that. If you guys can see, this is the pork bones. And so what I'm going to do is let me just look at it and see, because it's been going for like an hour. So let me just take a look at the consistency of that. I'm just trying to find a fork, y'all. I'm trying to find a fork so I can be able to kind of get in there, which I can't find, but tongues will be fine. And I'm also gonna go in and grab a spoon. And so let me just take a look and see what we got here. And you see it made a little bit of a gravy at the bottom, basically. No, I'm trying to see if they cooked all the way. And it looks pretty good. And I can't believe that gravy that it created, y'all. This was on a meat setting. And look at that gravy. I put a little bit of gravy mix in it, and as you can see, it cooked down and thickened all at the same time, which is cool. I barely put water in here, you guys, so that's a great tip. I kind of put maybe like a cup of water, maybe about a cup. And so I'm looking at the consistency of the meat, and it looks pretty tender. If I could break it with the tongues, that looks tender, y'all. Look at that. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm going to turn this on and start putting the greens right on top.
It's not a game, it's a rich thing.
Okay, you guys, so it is already cooked down a little bit. So as you can see, this is what it looks like. And so all of that gravy at the bottom is kind of liquefied, because remember, it was super thick. So what I'm going to do is kind of stir this around a little bit so it can get down in there. And as you can see, looking pretty good. You see how it come down a good bit. So I'm just gonna stir the bottom of it, and that's why I got 2 bags, because as you can see, that's not a whole lot. And so I want to basically pay attention to the salt that I add to it. So I'm gonna because I don't want it to be salty. That can happen. And so gonna put you guys right here. And then I'm gonna add this bunch into it and let it cook down a little bit more. Okay, so that's that. Okay, and so that's in here. I'm just gonna stir it a little bit because I can, because there's liquid at the bottom, and then I just give it a good little stir and kind of mix them all up so that they can cook evenly. Okay, and that's that. And as you can see, the meat is breaking all apart because that meat was super tender, y'all. Look at that tender meat. So that meat is coming all apart, which is what I wanted. And there goes that. And as you can see, it already cooked down a good bit. And so this is what our pot is looking like. I'm gonna sit you guys here because I'm gonna add just a tiny bit of the lemon pepper to it for seasoning, because I don't want too much, but I want the lemon flavor. I'm gonna add a little bit of complete.
It's not a game, it's a rich thing. It's not a game, it's a rich thing.
to stop it, saute, adjust to low. I'm gonna adjust it to medium. And I cannot change the time. I just wish I could change the time, but it won't let me. It won't let me change the time, so I'd have to keep coming back. So I'm gonna come back like every 30 minutes to check on it. So I'm gonna cook them down for maybe at least an hour, maybe an hour and a half, hopefully. And so right now it's about 4 o'clock, and I will come back because I want the chicken to be done around 6 o'clock. So it's gonna cook for about an hour, 15 minutes. So I'm gonna go ahead and let those cook in that, and then I'll let this finish, and I'll start the rice, and I'll come back and show you guys bits and pieces of that. This is our oven. I have foil on it so that it'll catch the spills. I'm gonna put our pan right on it, and I'm gonna close it up. Turn it on.
All right, I said there was one of these paintings, but like I don't know. I really actually, no, that's
Okay, so right here I'm gonna put it on air roast, and then I'm gonna put it on 400 for about 45 minutes. Well, I will check on it, give or take. And so I'm gonna let that go there. I will turn it over if I see fit. If I don't see fit, then I won't turn it over. I'm gonna take our complete seasoning, and I'm gonna go back to our pot. And then I'm gonna add some complete seasoning here. And then I'm gonna add the steak and chop. I left it over here. This is where I left it. I'm gonna add that steak and chop in there. And stir these up, which are looking good. I already added the butter. And I already added the peppers and onion seasoning to this. I decided not to add sausages to it because I'm just not in the mood. As you can see, the peppers and stuff that are in there. I'm just not in the mood for sausages, so we're gonna not do that right now. And then I'm gonna let that continue to simmer until they get nice and soft. And then I will pull those bones out and things like that. Let me see here. It doesn't seem like it needs to be adjusted. And so I'm gonna go and clean up my areas, clean all this up. And then I'll see you guys when I check on the chicken. That's about 45 minutes from now. So I'll be back. Okay, so I'm coming back on right now because I have started some rice. So this is literally 3 cups of jasmine rice and 4.5 cups of water, because that's for every 1 cup of rice I have 1.5 cups of water. So I'm basically gonna put my pressure cooker back on. I'm gonna add the lid back on the pressure cooker. Basically, that was just water from when I rinsed it. You guys saw that. And so I'm gonna add that, and I'm going to press the rice button. So I'm gonna start cooking the rice. Over here we have our greens, and they're fully cooked. I added a little bit of sugar. This is regular sugar, by the way. It's just in a brown sugar container for easy pour, so that I don't have to pick up a container up here, which is empty because I forgot to buy sugar from the store. I'm always forgetting something. I added a little honey balsamic vinaigrette because I didn't have regular hot sauce. I only had the red hot wing sauce, which I did add a little bit too, but I didn't want to add too much because this is more salty and not as vinegary as I wanted it. So when I added this, this was actually good enough, and I didn't need no more than about a teaspoon of this. And I added some lemon juice to the mix, and so this is what we got. I'm gonna bring you guys over here. So this is where my jasmine rice is stored. These containers I got off of Amazon. I will link a description below. I love these because they're airtight. As you can see, you can pinch them closed. Their airtight holes are ridges in them, and so this is how it looks. You just see this. I do want to purchase more. I have not had a chance to, because I don't really know what I want to put in it yet, but I do want to get other things, and so that's that. And so for our chicken, I'll show you guys what it looks like. I had went on and flipped it over. So this is the opposite side. The reason why I did it backwards is because I wanted that skin to cook down. And as you can see, a lot of that skin created more liquid. And I don't like that. So when next time, when you clean your chicken, make sure you get a little bit more of the fat off of it so that it doesn't leave so much. But I could use this as a gravy because remember, we put the lemon juice in there, and so it's gonna be lemony. And so what I would do is I would take this, add some butter to it, put it on air roast 400, let it caramelize a little bit, and then pour it over some rice, which is great with me. So I just turn it over, put it on bake for a little while. And I think I put it on for like maybe 20 minutes. It's been like 9 minutes since I have done that. And as you can see, it's still not cooked enough for me. So I'm going to let that cook a little bit more and then flip it over once again to let it evenly dry out, basically, where it's going to be more sticky, rather soft and wet. And so I will come back when all of it is done. I hope that this video is a success because I'm not sure if it's teaching you anything, but it's basically how I cook those items. And so far, I think I'm doing well. And our oven is not working. It just doesn't light, and it's digital and everything, so it's just not doing what it's supposed to do. And so I have clothes over there that I'm folding. Right over here on this side, I have clothes that I'm folding. And then I have clothes in the dryer, and I have another load to wash, which I decided not to wash it today. I will either wash it tomorrow if I feel like it. If I don't, I can wash them on Thursday because my wash schedule is Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday. Yesterday I missed it because we were doing hair, in which I had to redo this morning. And I know I might be saying too much, but yeah, it was difficult being on live with the kiddos, not wanting to get their hair done. I mean, it's a process, and I don't know if you guys understand, but right now we're finishing up dinner, and I will come back and show you guys what it looks like. Okay, you guys, so this is what the chicken looks like here. And so what I'm gonna do is kind of wipe this a little bit so it doesn't fall. Move that back a little bit, wipe it up. Okay, so I'm gonna take this chicken and I'm gonna put it back in because as you can see, it's wet. And I'm gonna put it back in on air roast. Well, no, I'm gonna put it back in on bake. So I probably should have 400 for about 10 minutes because that's how long the rice is gonna take. It's gonna take about 10 more minutes, well, maybe 5 more minutes, but we'll just go ahead and do that. And then I'm gonna take this and I'm going to dump it, but then I'll be back once this crisps up and show you guys what it looks like. And so you guys, the food is already done, so I'm just gonna scoop out some rice for myself so that you can see what it looks like. So this is the jasmine rice, and I'll clean that up in a minute. And so this over here is our greens. I showed you guys that, and I'm just gonna scoop a little bit of that, and then I will go ahead and put a piece of chicken on the side. I'm gonna go for a small one because I'm not too hungry. I'm just not. Okay. And so you guys, this is what she's looking like. Our greens and chicken. Okay, you guys, so this is what the greens and the rice look like. I'm gonna go ahead and give it a taste together. And you guys, so good, you guys. So good. Now, the flavors came together really well. It doesn't really taste like vinegar or anything like that. It's just like a melding of flavors, like a umami flavor. And so if you guys have never tried it, go ahead and give it a try. And balsamic vinegar was something that, you know, it just happened because I didn't have hot sauce, but it came out good nonetheless. I mean, I've seen people put balsamic vinegar on their salad, so it's green, so I don't see why it's a problem. But if you don't like the balsamic vinegar taste, don't put it in your food. But I'm gonna take one more bite, you guys. But it is really good. It's really yummy. And we were trying to eat a little bit more healthier today. I was gonna put sausage in it, and I changed my mind because they're not gonna really eat it. I'm gonna almost like force the kids to eat it because, I mean, it's not nasty. It's just that they just don't care for this type of food, but they prefer pizza and candy and things like that. So I also wasn't gonna put the chicken either, cause I don't know, but I put the chicken to kind of help make sure that they eat something. So I'm gonna let you guys see the chicken. The chicken is very done. And so that's what the chicken is looking like, you guys. And so I put nothing more on it. I just let it I just put it back in the put it back in the oven so that it can be able to crisp up on the skin. But of course, I didn't crisp up too much. I should have added a little bit of butter to it, but I decided not to. I mean, if you want to add butter to it and make it more crispy, you can. I decided not to. It looked really good to me, so I just kind of ended it there. But let me go ahead and show you guys about the chicken. Super soft. I'm talking with my mouth open. Super soft and melt in your mouth, you guys. And that is from the toaster oven, conventional oven. This toaster is really good because it actually heats up evenly. Like, the heat doesn't go off and on, and because it is like an air fryer, and so the air continuously wraps around the oven, and you can kind of hear it. Like, the entire time it's cooking, you can hear it doing what it's got to do. So I give it a thumbs up to the oven. I mean, I've cooked cornbread, cake, cupcakes, cookies, cinnamon rolls. I've done full breakfasts. I've done turkey wings. You guys check out that video here. I've done turkey wings. I've done oh my god, you name it, I've done it. Check out the Instagram. You guys can see more of the things that I've done in it. I mean, we've done hamburgers in it. We've done quick meals, long meals, everything you think of. So I'm gonna take one more bite and then I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys go. And this is the skin, my favorite part.
You won't get night visions.
Turn it in a circle. Okay, you guys, that was super good. And now I have to go clean up all the mess and take care of the kids. And I want to make sure that I end this vlog. And that's some good healthy food. I mean, I was trying to go less salt, and I have accomplished that. And it's good. I mean, I'd eat it. I hope the kids will eat it. So with that, I want to make sure, I want to hope that you guys stay blessed, stay safe, stay whole, and stay pleasant with your imperfections. And until the next video, y'all have a good one.